not telling you this. Why are they covering this story up? If it isn't as corrupt as it is, why are they not reporting on it? It's literally theft and money laundering on a grand scale. Let me fill you in where the media's not. On the Finchley Road fraud. So basically, a man called Gordon Bowden, who was an RAF engineer for several years and served for his country, had a friend in 2001 who got scammed out of 50 grand. All her life savings while her husband was ill with cancer. She invested all her money into this fraud company. And obviously, they went to get it back through the courts and all that. And there were several victims. But then he got a private investigator involved. And they all had one thing in common. They were all registered to Finchley Road in London. The private investigator found evidence that 205,000 companies had been registered there. Just to put that in perspective, this is Finchley Road. This is also known as a boiler room, and it's where high-pressure salespeople get lists from banks to try and fraud people. An organised crime ring has literally been using Finchley Road to steal from people. They've stole over 100 billion from all around the world. It's not just in the UK it's happening, it's everywhere. Yet no one is reporting on it, even though there's a vast amount of evidence on it. Tony Blair has been told, so has Ed Miliband, and so had David Cameron. And none of them did anything about it. Gordon now believes that the MPs and very powerful rich people have assets in these companies and are using them to tax evade and scam people. When he went to BBC with all this evidence, they said they're not doing anything with it, because at the time they were doing Benefit Street. Why would you do a documentary on Benefit Street when there is vast amounts of evidence on Finchley Road and not do that? Now, this fraud has been going back for decades, literally decades. All registered to 788 to 790 Finchley Road. And it's been linked to pension fraud. Gordon also claims that billions of pounds from the UK Treasury has been stolen. And all the MPs know about it, and so do all the top police officers, but they don't want to investigate into it. Gordon describes this as the biggest political cover-up scandal Britain has ever seen. He also describes it as a money laundering operation, stripping global assets of multi-billions. And he believes the top 1% of the richest people in the country are all behind it, or involved and not doing fuck all about it. Finchley Road is being investigated by loads of different organisations all over the world, from South Africa to France. Yet our government is refusing to investigate it. Why? He has published a book and there is a petition on .org. There's a petition just for him to investigate it because no one wants to go near it. No media want to investigate it. No governments want to investigate it. No police want to investigate it. Why do they not want to investigate it? When there's currently loads of countries around the world investigating it, why aren't we? Why aren't we investigating it? How I see it is it's been proven that organised crime has been linked to Finchley Road and has been frauding a lot of money out of people. So why are the BBC not reporting on it? Why are our media not mentioning it? Why is our government not mentioning it? Especially when we are their targets. Even if the richest people in the world, the MPs, aren't involved in this, this is a good story. This is a big story. So why are they not reporting on it? That's what I gotta ask. I don't know if it's conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's true. I have no idea. What I do know is there's proof that fraud's happened there and crimes happened there, but there's no story about it on our media or through anyone. Now that's worrying to me. In the past, I've read articles regarding somebody committing the crime of swearing and having to be sent to court. So why is this massive fraud operation not in the tabloids? But what do you think? Do you think it's elaborate conspiracy or do you think it's true? I wouldn't put fuck all past our government, to be honest. All the sources from this video were found from Gordon Bowden's book, which I recommend anybody to read. It is really interesting.